Today I'm going to talk about the great story of MLK. How he knew how to be an asshole and a nice guy at the same time, and he timed it. You know why I didn't want to do that? Because the cheddar wasn't fun to get. Right? When you get cheddar, like, I'm rolling, you see me rolling with the car window going down, right? Yeah. I don't know, my dad used to work a lot harder. I don't think he gave a shit after he got this house. And you gotta roll like my dad. Or sane. Right? That's my price tag for freedom. I can loot a couple buildings. That's how much gold I can get. Did the rich people figure that out? Yeah, he said a lovely level of love appreciation. Now, if your job career there on your side, wouldn't you want that as an employee? Right? Oh, hell yeah, that's what you want. Does anyone in the job applicant tracking system do that? Guess what? They did that back then. No, I'm serious. You guys, people like college graduates today have it so easy compared to back then. And it's even sadder because they always pick like a few people to do it, right? No, the old people dicked around. They're not any better. It's always the few that always create the jobs. So if you ever hear baby boomer, don't just tell them to shut the fuck up. And they ever say, hey, look, back then, right? We had it hard. No, not you. It was certain people that had it harder. Not you, dude. They created the jobs for you to get. Certain workers were supposed to start a business for the rich guy, and they gave jobs to you. Not everyone was clued in on the game. It wasn't necessary because people were nice back then. Right? You saw that old man guy who died? Like, the generation was better. That's because they had a list. They had a lottery system. They actually had something. No, they did. And you see a lot, like I said, a lot of those software program problems, they're all like clones, right? They're all clones of the past. There's nothing new. Do you want to know what's changed? The graphics and the API system's updated, right? And all the concepts and the problems, like you see in the coding problems today, they're all like rehashes of like I don't fucking know, like the 80s or 40s. Because back when Germany had like a search engine system, right? They had Google first, right? So people used to send sales proposition letters all the time to like a lot of these CEOs. Why did they get help the other people? Because they knew people were stupid as fuck. You're Joe Rogan, just go to Crystal Mountain and fucking fade. I'm serious. They used to have a list. So there's like, so let's say there's a square area, right? I used to know about this shit because I talked to people. Now I can't because my life got ruined by social media. You see that car up there? That's how my life is ruined. It's like, you want to play the game of Ass Fag Revenge? Here it is, buddy. I got like another car there if you want to believe it. No. Here's what happened. Let's say you have a GM plant, right? It's in Detroit. And you want people to move up, right? So what do? You select 50 people to become managers someday. In return, they start a business helping GM, right? So in case the owner, plant factory owner, got broke, you protect him. Oh, but no one talks about that anymore. Everyone wants to dick around and get those easy promotional positions. You see, this is what you lost now. Like if you're a rich guy, it's like, well, now I don't have that anymore. You know, you are shorted, right? Because sure, the tech is better today, right? But you don't get that cash flow in case you're bankrupt, right? Tech can't help you there. Because the problem is everything's predicated on cash. Right? And it's weird because it's all a homeschooling system. Hi, amigos. No, I'm serious. Your MLK is like, fuck, shit. I know we did do that, right? MLK was pre-selected too. Yeah, the black community always does. Every community does it, really. They all do. It's like, MLK, you're the rich guy who needs to fight as a civil rights leader, right? We all voted for you. We all saw the dream. And then what people do is they do the thing called the fade. Once the UFOs come grab them. Malcolm X did that too. He's like, pilgrimage to Mecca, huh? Why did you suddenly become a conservative? Malcolm's like, ooh, I got a golden yacht and a mansion? They promised that to me if I become a conservative? Oh, hell yeah, I'm selling out right now. Anything happened to that guy? He just realized, holy shit, we all are pitted against each other by the rich white man. Oh, fuck that. I want to become the rich white man, too. He got reincarnated. So, you ever seen that movie Home Alone 3? That was actually based off of him. He got reincarnated as one of those people with a nicer life. He's like, I prefer a nicer life, actually. That's not the kid, by the way, he got reincarnated as. Got a nice living in retirement. This is a folk tale. I don't know if it's real. I guess that's how it all starts, right, guys? I think it was incestual. I don't recall anymore. It was like with his mom and his sister. Got like a 2 or 3 way. Pretty nice. Like, they just put it on the paperwork. I think it was staged. I don't know. If you ever watched read those anime light novels, it's like one of those dream endings. The dad gets a mysterious accident, right? He has super intelligence. Oh, it's like Honey Pop. Okay, that was the story I'm looking for. That story out of game. I can't tell. Oh, he left him. He's like, fuck yeah. You actually think people don't talk about this shit? It's too terrifying. You Malcolm Gladwell, you shut your mouth up. In return, he does the little truth-telling thing in the form of a dream. I don't know. He might be still alive to this day. That's what they put it as, quotation marks. Yeah, that's what took him down. Actually took him down. He got a nice ending, by the way. I wonder if I can meet him. Just take some photos. Like, oh, nice home. Might live in a gated mansion. Oh, it's such a sad world we live in. And the history books is Malcolm X, right? Who died as a civil rights hero. He actually turned right-wing in the end, by the way. That's why he didn't want to talk about it. Nope. You don't talk about that. I found a strategy to become a right-wing rich fag like Pat Robinson. Or whatever his real actual name is. Or Chick-fil-A, right? Fill me up, girls. Or I fill you up. That's the dream life as an African American. Become a full asshole right winger. Let me get my Ku Klux Klan outfit. That is the dream life. You never want to be on the opposite end, but when you actually are the white man, that's a different story. You just shut your mouth. No, you don't say anything. You don't say anything. God offered him something. He helped the black movement get their own businesses. In exchange, he gets his own golden mansion when he dies in the next life. Yeah, people used to do this. Employers used to know this, by the way. They used to set shit up like this. They have like one flea. No, I'm serious. You don't do this anymore. Yeah, so why do you think people worship God? Because you get stuff like this. They all shut their mouth about it. You're supposed to. Let me do a couple rain dances in the meanwhile. Ooga booga booga. The rain dance god Poseidon's coming, guys. By the way, the joke is Poseidon's a feminist. Yeah, my daddy died. I killed him to falsely accuse him of rape and get my gold. I didn't join one of the Pleiades organization. I'm drinking Premier Protein. I'm loving it every time. It's not a big deal. You should sell out too, right? I don't care. You just be nice to people. That guy doesn't want to listen. I think he's watching me. He's got the headphones. Schizophrenic. I'll take advantage of the situation. Here's reality. I don't care. Just be nice to people. You know, if you can't do anything, form a charity club with Bill Gates. I'm actually thinking of doing that now too, actually. Not charity, but maybe a group. Who cares? I need something on my resume, right? If I actually could get through math and do accounting, do you think I would fucking talk to people about this? Fuck that. Here's Chegg, right? Here's my solution manual. Here's my accounting 101. I'm ready to become an accountant, motherfucker. But you don't want to play these games. These are the type of games you have to play. It's like, well, you're outside the education system. You want to be a civil rights hero? God comes to you. He's like, you want to free the blacks? Seriously, no, you just become an accountant. Because that's what's available to you. It's the black market deals. Civil rights hero. Otherwise, no one's a black market God path, right? Who wouldn't believe in God Almighty or whoever it is, right? That's why you see all these deities people worship. Because at one point in time, it actually delivered results. And the joke is everyone who follows after it just gets less and less because they all dick around. So I strongly disagree with what's his name? Bill Maher, right? Or George Carlin. Right? I disagree about them saying if you worship to a deity, you get nothing in return. That's because you're like the 50th or 60th generation down the line to do it, right? So the next iteration that tries to worship God gets less and less. Seriously, this is why I disagree with them on that. I don't think Christianity was, in the sense that Christianity wasn't bullshit at one point. There were better people back then. That was all that was. So I sort of agree, but I don't mean entirely, right? That's not really a disagreement. I'm just adding more context to this discussion. No, you can't, because comedy is different. Right? So it's like if you buy a video, if you like Geocities, right? It was the best when it started out, or like YouTube, it just got worse and worse as time goes on. It's the same like God, right? It used to be useful, right? But people kept taking advantage of the system like Social Security. So it got more and more useless as time went on. So now it doesn't even work. Right? Because no one wants to do the actual work God wants you to do, right? Well, why does God want me to do this? Because no one's talking about this right now. There's people who see this shit, they all want to shut their mouths about it. Right? You don't have to be a mean asshole. So, and punch people, but you do have to have a discussion about it, right? Because I can't do anything. I'm just a talker. If I actually could do something, I wouldn't be doing it. That's the catch-22. Because you wouldn't never want to talk about this. You see it, right? You don't want to say anything. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather help people fix broken tires. For free. That's a short. I'd rather not talk about this shit. Because this is the type of stuff that actually helps people, right? That is so dangerous to you. Is well, I want to be like the simp, but the easy way of being a simp. That's what I've always wanted. Right? The work people need to do is this kind of alpha work, right? Right? So if you see a lot of simps, they're really not being a simp, right? If you put everything into context, they're being lazy. There's a lot of people well, the dating market's dried up, right? But it hasn't actually dried up. It's, what's the right term? Anyways, yeah, the right term is, you're not looking at all the information available to you, right? Of what your available options are. Because a lot of people, they see God. They know who he is. They daydream, right? What's your favorite imaginary friend that talks to you? That's actually God. Because God has no gender, has no form or shape. Right? So a lot of people say, well, that's not God. That's my imaginary friend, right? That's that video game character. But that is God. The problem is he can't just talk to you about the truth immediately. You have to follow a certain dream. You have to follow the thought, right? That's how you